creatives, welcome back or to my channel. Today we are diving into my August plan with me. We are starting off with showing you all of my supplies that I am using today. I do not use my Furunosuke pen that I'm about to show you. This one, I did not end up using it, but I thought I was going to, but I didn't. I have only 2 washi tapes that I'm using. I'm going to use new stamps that I got off of Amazon here, and I'm going to use black ink with only 2 stickers from AliExpress. I'm using some dictionary pages, some old bullet journal pages from like my first ever bullet journal that I never ended up finishing, and of course some pictures from Pinterest that I have been doing for the last few months, and I love the look of doing this. I love the aesthetic that it gives. I love the collaging aspect of it. And so what I'm doing now is I'm cutting the 2 pictures that I'm using as like maps. There's 2 stickers that I have from AliExpress, but I cut them up so that I can use them in more than just obviously 2 places. So I'm obviously starting with my cover page, and this one actually came together fairly quickly. I actually put together this between recording the video and editing the video and now doing the voiceover. I've only worked on it for 2 days. I haven't posted a video in the last 2 weeks. There has been a lot going on at my end, but I still wanted to do my August plan with me. It's going to be a busy month for us here, and so if you've followed my channel and you've listened and watched my other videos, you'll know that we are most likely buying a house sometime soon, and it's most likely going to happen in August or in September. So you will see in these setups that I have a house hunting page that's basically just all of our notes, basically a brain dump for all of our house hunting adventures. So like I said, this cover page came together fairly quickly. I kept it quite simple with just doing a very, I want to say elegant, but I mean it looks better from far away than it does closer on how I wrote August. And I think just because I wrote the letters in black really close together, and then when I added the gray drop shadow, it just basically blended all of the letters together. But I still really like it. I still like how this looks. Poor choice of words, but I love how it looks. So, and I'm just working on my little cluster on the left hand side of the page, and I just kept it simple with using some washi tape that I've chosen to use for this theme, and then some of that grid paper from my first ever bullet journal that, as I mentioned, I never ended up finishing. But here is the final look at the cover page. Again, love it. And we are going to move on to my calendar, my month at a glance, I guess, the calendar page. And I always do it over the 2 pages because I tend to I don't write something in each page, I don't write something in each day, but I do write when all of our bills are due, and any automatic our subscriptions and stuff, and any big events that are happening, birthdays, baby showers and bridal showers and all of that kind of stuff. So as you see, I wrote August in the same kind of font I wrote Aug in the same font that I did for the cover page, and I'm just going through and adding in all of these lines in gray, and then I do a little cluster underneath underneath Aug, and then I do another cluster on the bottom right hand side. I quickly added in all of the numbers there, and I also use this monthly calendar to track when our bills are due. There's only I think there's only about 5 or 6 that I actually track just to make sure that we pay them on time. And I also track my subscriber count and my Instagram count at the beginning and then the end of the month just to see if there's any growth. And unfortunately, there hasn't been very much growth on my Instagram, but I feel like it's because I don't post every day. Because I don't always have something to post every day. I also get very busy throughout the day, and I much prefer posting videos here. I do like sharing my photos on Instagram as well, of course, and I always share a picture of the video, like a picture related to the video that I post, but I definitely enjoy YouTube a lot more than Instagram. But yeah, the growth is very minimal on Instagram, but I'm okay with that. I don't need lots and lots of followers there. But here I add in the little icon of the play button for YouTube, and then just the Instagram logo. And then I just put an S and an F to enter the numbers in at my start and finish of the month. And this page came together fairly quickly. And I love the simplicity of it and my little clusters. And although maybe the clusters don't seem very simple or minimal, but they came together pretty quickly for me. And as I said, I enjoy doing them so very much. So I love how this one came together. Okay, now we're moving on to our money pages. Well, I guess my money pages, but this is the pages that I used to use the left side to track our opening and closing balances on our cards, as well as the payments we made to our credit cards, because in the beginning of the year, we were actively paying off our credit cards. We only have 3 plus our line of credit, and one of them was already paid off. So we only have my credit card and then my husband's credit card, and we had to pay those off. And now we're in a spot where we don't carry over a balance and we pay it off every month. So I don't find it necessary to look at where it started at the beginning of the month versus the end of the month, because it doesn't matter, because I know that we're going to pay it off before that next, in the 30 days when the next payment is due. So I don't need to track that anymore. And I don't need to track the payments, because obviously we're making those payments to pay off the card. So I don't need that anymore. And so we only have our line of credit left that we're working on paying off. And it's going slowly but surely, but we're getting there. And then on my right hand side, I track when we get paid. I get paid bi-weekly and my husband gets paid weekly. So I just track each paycheck and just allocate to make sure we're putting money in the appropriate accounts for all of our bills, and to make sure that we're paying all of our bills on time. It's just something that I've always liked to keep track of. I'm very much so a numbers person. I work in payroll, and so it's just something that I enjoy looking at, and just kind of tracking on how much money we can pay every month towards our line of credit to have it paid off. And these spreads came together very quickly, and I just did those 2 clusters that I generally do. If you've watched my other Plan With Me videos, you'll notice that these pages are basically all the same. This is really working for me. I don't need to really change up how the spreads look, because full disclosure, I still struggle with looking at my journal on not even a daily basis. I definitely don't look at it on a daily basis, but I'm really trying to look at it on a weekly basis. I know in the month of June, there was basically 2 weeks that were just nothing and blank. And then I believe there was a week in July that was kind of blank, that I just added on a few things just to kind of make it look like I used it. But I mean, life happens. We all know that. And so I'm keep pushing to make sure that I keep making these spreads each month, and it will work. It will become a habit. Something to work towards. But so what I'm working on right now, as you can see on the left-hand side, I finished my Align a Day, which is something that I've been doing every single month that I really like, that I've kept with that, and that it's going to be something that is going to be cool to look back on in future years, of just different things that I was grateful for that day, or just a summary of events that happened or one thing that happened. And then on the right hand side, I'm currently working on my mood board that I have been doing the last couple of months, and I love doing these mood boards. I love it. I love how they come together. I love how all of these pictures look together, and using my washi tapes and stamps. I'm big at doing collage art that I also do on my channel. If you're not aware, I will link a video here above if you want to check that out. I love doing these types of pages, so I just trying to do these pages that keeps me doing each monthly setup, I guess, and to just constantly encourage me that, okay, I love putting together these types of spreads because I'm using the pictures from Pinterest. So, and it doesn't require me to draw because I can't draw. I'm not good at, I can't even doodle properly. Not that I can't, anybody can if they practice, but because it's not going to look good immediately, I don't want to do it. So, but look how stunning this is. I love it. I love it so much. So, and now we're moving into my first weekly spread, and I set up each week the exact same way. I did it for July, and I think I did the last week of June this way, or I did all of June this way. Maybe June was the first month that I did it this way, and I love it. I think that it works so good for me, and the fact that, if I do have blank pages, I can go in later, print more pictures from Pinterest if I don't have any more left over from that theme, and just fill in the bottom parts with just more clusters and collaging sections. I don't have to, even if I don't write anything, or I can write a big quote to essentially fill up the page, even though I didn't write in my journal that week, if that makes any sense. Because the days that you see at the very top, the boxes there, are obviously for the days of the week, Monday to Sunday. I'm a Monday start kind of gal. I love to see my Saturday and Sundays together. And so you can see that I'm working on the clusters right now. And if I didn't jot any notes or put any to-do lists, or just didn't use my bullet journal for that week, I can just do another cluster, write a big quote, and fill up the page. And then it almost looks like I used it, even though there was no actual notes from something that happened that week. So I really like how it works out, at least for me for right now, until I get more and more into the habit. It's crazy that this is now the 8th month that I'm preparing in this journal, and it's still not necessarily a full habit for me, I guess. But so as I quickly flipped the page, I just did it as originally I recorded me doing these boxes and the numbers and writing in the Monday to Sunday again, but I just skipped it so that you didn't have to watch me do the exact same thing. And I'm just letting you watch me quickly put these clusters together, and these ones came together so quickly. But we are nearing the end of this video, and I'm going to let you go before I do the final flip through so you can see it peacefully. But I just want to thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far, I hope you like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that bell, do all of the things. It really means a lot and helps my channel grow. And I will see you very, very soon in my next video. Bye.